Hello and welcome to the drawing board. I'm BaronChaos, and this week we're going to do a little bit of perspective, viewpoints, and focal points. What this pretty much is what draws your eye in during the background. Now there are some famous paintings, which I can't recall off the top of my head right now, that incorporate this. But a good example would be something which I have drawn right here. It's showing is about something like this, right about here. You see, as the line just disappears right into the background. That's something like that's perspective for you. Well, in one way. Well, I'm just going to give you another example. Draw it out, and you can, of course, this is something good for background and scenery work if you are, I don't know, doing illustration or a splash page for comic work. Well, enough talk. Let's draw. And let's zoom in. Alright. Let's get started here. Of course, it would help if I get everything on camera. So, all we simply gotta do is determine what kind of horizon we're gonna do. Now, for this, I'm just gonna do a simple one-line horizon, which will be something kind of like this. Now, of course, since it's a horizon, we gotta have a curve to it, not a straight line. Just like this. Oops, a little too high. Let's redo that. And there we go. Now, this is going to be a very common one I'm going to do. You'll probably see a lot of people do this. But let's just put a setting sun for the background. Just a little half circle. Like so. And now, let's give that an illusion that there's a pathway heading that way. Something kind of like this. Now, of course, you can determine how wide your path will be, but that's up to you. Yeah, that's what it can look like, but let's add some more to it, make it a little bit more interesting. Like we can add a palm tree, just for the heck of it. Alright. Or if we really just want to be really random, we can just make this add a cacti if we wanted to. It's your choice, but yeah. And of course, now let's just make this look a little bit more like a road. Let's add a little bit of shade to it now. Just simple circles or squiggly lines. There, we got a road. Let's just add a little bit of gray to the background. Oops, did that wrong. Since there's a source of light here, we gotta make it go from light to dark. From light to dark. So. Okay, that's one side. Let's do the other. Now since there are objects in the light, we gotta give them a shadow as well. So, palm tree, we just gotta give it light. That, and then for the cacti. And then, of course, let's add something to the setting sun background. Oops. Okay. Now, let's take this needed eraser, lighten up a little bit. There. And now, one last touch, and it's done. Take my monogram, like I know what I do. There we go. And that should do it. Two perspectives, a single and a bi. Oops. Well, it's been fun. Well, until next week. Sorry I'm late for this week. Got a little bit busy. But anyway, until next time, this has been To the Drawing Board. Catch you later.